If we didn't have the support of our leadership and our families and our parents, and it wasn't coming into us like through community engagement when they're surveyed, every time you get a survey and you ask, what types of programming or what's most important to you, it always comes back, language and culture.
We got Madoswa Basic over here. So we got Basic, Nis, Swe, Niwit, Nanan, Madoswa, Nizoswa, Shoswa, Zamswe, Me,
We want our children speaking the language. Well, it makes sense that we start in our early years. Enjimajshwa, where they start. It makes sense that at infancy and toddlerhood that they get a good majority of their vocabulary and language development in those years. So why shouldn't it be Anishinaabe Moin? Come on up. Theo, you can do the shovel. Our approach to early learning here is to basically follow the interests. As adults and as educators, we got to watch and observe our children and find out what are they interested in. And when you're dealing with 0 to 4, that they could be interested in many things during the course of the day.
Jenny Bishan! Cucumbentic! That's what this is called, a cucumber tree.
We have no problem as educators either being a partner in play or helping them resolve conflict with their friends. It's no problem to do in English. So it is a big learning experience to learn how to do that in Anishinaabe Moin.
Mucky?
Mucky. What does the mucky say? Ribbit.
They're building our curriculum. They're building our way to learning and understanding the language, how it connects to the land, the environment, the things around us, the actions, the relationships.
Because
we have the language, right? But it's putting it to practice, putting it to use, and then having the children understand that.
Sloan is in Kaza. Neshed, Monesh, Wagnesh is in Kazin. What is your name? And they understand that.
The language we use is very common language that we can use in the home, with our own families, in our relationships with other people.
We are trying to get their ECEs to continue speaking the language, to tell our children the meaning of all the Anishinaabe words that they know. And so they're learning at the same time with our children.
So that we're all on the same page, we're practicing, we're learning. Jada, oh, Shashag done. We all have that same language, and we're all supporting each other, reinforcing whatever that word set might be, whatever that language we've already gained, that we're practicing and using it. Yogots Giabena Wias, Wias, Giabena, Amin, Giabena. You're covered. What you done?
When we describe our actions, our children are picking that up.
When we decided to become immersion, and we start thinking about how are we going to become an immersion program, how are we going to build the capacity within our team, we developed our own system to build that capacity. And what we've decided to do is create a 20 to 26 word list. And it's more than just words. It's sentences, it's phrases, it's the language that we use when we're interacting with the children. So it relates to the work that we're doing anyways. And they're often based on seasons.
We say Zomananda? Yeah, Nishin. Those are beautiful wabaskunin. So wabaskunin are flowers.
Once they're developed, we start looking at, okay, how are we going to help these teachers practice and start using it, right? Because we got to build that confidence in them so that they can do it in the classroom, so that they can do it, so they can start replacing that English with Anishinaabe just naturally, because it's so familiar and it's so repetitive throughout the month. All we do is reinforce this list. We're going to reinforce it at our lunch and learns that are twice a week. We're going to reinforce it throughout the day. I don't say it.
Don't say it in English, say it in Anishinaabe when you get to the
Wow. Show me the branch.
Nishin, Wabindishin,
Show me the branch.
Bark.
That is one of the challenges actually, is the different levels of the children, different levels of support they're getting from their homes. And that goes the same with the ECEs and the staff that we're trying to teach. Everybody's at a different level of motivation and time, and those are factors that need to be taken into account.
Tio, you have another shovel?
When it's just Nikasin. Tyrant, there's Nikas. When it's just Nikasin. And where do we come from? What we say in Jamaica? Desgan Zibi, Robin Jamame. Desgan Zibi, Dobin Jibba.
If I had to get rid of English right now, what language do I need to support their play, support their curiosities, support them? So that's what drives these word lists, and that's why we can say it comes from the children. They're the ones doing the work. They're the ones building the language.
They're exploring. Our children are exploring over here and seeing new things, and when they got a question to ask, they'll be saying, what is this? As we came down through our Mekons over here, our little path, they seen a little frog, Maki. They all gathered around that little frog. Everyone was, a little circle around the frog. We kept walking. We seen our flowers and that, and every little thing, and we might think we are teaching our children, but really, our children are teaching us too.
Every week, the Tuesday, Thursday that they're playing, it's the staff actually playing while they learn, right? They're playing through the bingo games that he developed that are tied to our word set. It's through the more interactive ones where we're going around a circle using it in a different conversational format, right? Then all of a sudden you start seeing them practicing and using it. They're not fearful of making a mistake. It just comes natural. Maybe in their mind they did replace it. They replaced the English with the Anishinaabe Moin, right? Like just with greetings.
Neska! Hello! So Pop said, we are walking. We went to walk in the bush. Say Nibis, Kiran. Nibis. Say Ashigan.
Reggie, Commander, can you guys say Ajigan? Vamos,
Nishin. Ambe. A lot of our staff are from the community, and we have families. And so all that learning is impacting our family because we're taking it into our homes. It's reaching our extended families, our extended relatives that aren't necessarily in childcare. So even by teaching the team here and the staff here, it's making its way back into our community.
Well, we gotta bring back our language. I think it's very important. It is our identity. It's our culture.